it.
I like it.
That was good. Oh, what's up, everybody? Good to see you and welcome. What's today? Today's Wednesday. It's Hump Day, baby.
Hump Day.
Welcome to Hump Day. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is...
The Commodore.
That's right, baby. We are the Kitchen Killaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday, and we do it
For free.
That is true. And tonight, not only do we have a couple jams for you, but we have an incredible special guest joining us this evening. That's right, right here. Has talked to a couple people that we've talked to before and shares love and passion for all things creative, not only music, but most certainly food. So we are going to have a very good friend of ours join us in just a little bit. We got a couple jams to get through. However, if you guys want to find this fantastic page on Facebook and Instagram, we will most certainly get it up there, get a link up there for you. His name is Ramon. Such a cool name. This guy's accent is fantastic. He's super cool. He's really excited. He loves food. He loves music. He's just such a cool dude, man. So we're going to go ahead and get the link right up here. This is his Facebook link. You guys can head over there and throw him a like, throw him a follow. All that groovy jazz, baby. So without further ado, yesterday at 12 o'clock, we put up a poll with 5 songs on it. That's right, and you guys voted on them. So today we are here to bring you the winners. We are going to play you the winners, and then we are going to chat with our special guest of the evening, which I'm really looking forward to. Good to see everybody. Shelley Wheeler, Matthew Pfeiffer, hello, Lisa Baker, Nori Baird, Brett. Great to see you guys.
Please
Sean
tell me we
and
got a
Jen.
5-way tie tonight.
Oh, no 5-way tie, Brett. You guys tried. Pretty close. We had a couple songs that were just one vote away from each other, which was pretty fantastic. So before we get into chatting with Ramon, we are going to play a couple jams for you guys. And again, by all means, go ahead and grab this link right here. Head over to his Facebook page and throw him a like and throw him a follow. Super incredible dude. Find him on Instagram, and he has an incredible TikTok as well with the same moniker, Así Comemos Aquí. So you guys can head over there and follow him on TikTok. He's about to hit 15,000 followers on TikTok. So
wow.
My man Ramon is killing it, baby, making it happen, and we're really excited to chat with him tonight and to find out who he is and what he does, because I know who he is and what he does, but not enough. I want to know more, and you guys most certainly do too.
We all, even though we think we know what we're getting into, we always find out some interesting things. It might not even apply to the food or
it's true.
The business. I love learning new interesting things.
Yeah, just in the couple minutes of the pre-show, it was so cool to just to talk to Ramon and find out things that he's been involved in and what he's involved in now, and how you guys can follow it, which is super cool. I foresee us working together in the future to bring you incredible entertainment. Yes, it will be
More
great.
wieners.
That's right. All the winners. Oh, what's up? She knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. All right. That is awesome. So we are going to get to it, baby. We got a couple jams to play for you guys. Thank you very much. On the poll this week, we had Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order. We had Alanis Morissette's Ironic, Through the Fear by KitchenKillaz, Heathens by 21 Pilots, and Sunkissed by KitchenKillaz.
I kind of want to play all 5.
Yeah, let's do it. No, we can't.
We don't have time.
We don't have time to do that. No.
We don't want to keep Ramon waiting.
No way, man. No way. He's a busy dude. He's got things to do. He's got food to eat. He's got jams to play. He's got people to fall in love with him with his sensual voice. Fantastic. He's really good. You should do voiceovers, Ramon. Pretty sure you can hear me right now. I'm just saying, it's fantastic. So we're going to get to it, guys. Thank you very much for spending some time with us tonight. We most certainly appreciate you hanging and banging with the Kitchen Killaz, baby. We're looking forward to this Friday. We're going to be hanging with the Web Show crew, no pun intended. And then this Saturday, we are headed over to the Lakeland Ice Cream Company for their grand opening, which I'm really, really excited about as well. Let's going to give a little Commodore guitar. Oh, yeah. This is coming in second place, baby. 1 vote away from tying for first and Brett getting 3 songs. But you guys were pretty close this week. However, this is second place. This is called Through the Fear. Die if you said yes. I fall to pieces at the thought of it. In ways I couldn't say, I love life a little more this way. If you'd only stand beside me. memorize my dreams where you were there. Believe I'm everything you need, 'cause you tell me so. No matter what the price, for you I'd gladly die, to gaze upon you from bended knee. 'Cause I'm here, breaking through the fear, that silent sound. I'm soaking in the love that you have given me, and loving every moment you're around, every moment you're around. Every moment you're around. Oh, I'd cry if you said yes. Put back together what's been torn apart. Rebuild my faith in ways, put back the piece that fell from space. And I only wanna stand beside you. And if you memorize my dreams where you were there, believe you're everything I need, and I tell you so. No matter what the price, for you I'd end my life, to gaze upon you from bended knee. 'Cause I'm here, I'm breaking through the fear, that silent sound. I'm soaking in the love that you have given me, and loving every moment you're around, every moment you're around. Yes, I'm right here, breaking through the fear, that silent sound. I'm soaking in the love you have given me, and loving every moment you're around. Whoa. Every moment you're around. Oh, I'd die if you said yes. I'd fall to pieces at the thought of it, in ways I couldn't say. I'd love life a little more this way, if you'd only stand beside me. If you wanna stand beside me, won't you stand beside me? Yes. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Boop, boop. A little bit of that. Boop, boop. Okay, cool. We are muted, good sir. We are muted. Thank you guys for joining us. That was a little Through the Fear. And don't forget, that's right, in just a couple minutes, we have Ramon joining us from Así Comemos Aquí, which is fantastic. I'm excited to talk about this. He travels all over the place, tries all different types of food, puts together some incredible videos, tantalizing photos, if you will. And he's even chatted with a couple of the pimps and players that we like to hang out with as well. So when they say to keep good company, most certainly keep good company. And any friend of Chuck from Getting Messies is a friend of ours. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Chatting with Ramon a little earlier. Super, super awesome dude. I'm really excited for you guys to meet him. I hope you have taken a moment and headed over to his Facebook page and thrown him a like and a follow. There is the link right there. Just put it back up in the chat again. You can also find him on Instagram and TikTok. You can find him all over the place. He's got a Twitter. That's it. Just Google it, man. You know, that's his handle, baby. Así comemos aquí. He says it so much better than me. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it, Ramon. I'm working on it. I'll get better at it, I swear. You'll be proud of me one day. I promise. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. We got one more jam, and then we're going to bring on Ramon, and we're going to hang out with him. Oh,
I wasn't sure if you were going to like say some more things or if we were just going to jump right into it. So
yeah, might as well jump right into it. You know, it's 7:15. You know, give us a couple minutes. We'll and we'll rock through this first place winner, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. While I tune, here's the Commodore. He's going to tell you about he's going to tell you something fun, something cool. You had a quote up earlier. That was good. That was good. I like that quote.
I got to read this to you. This is good stuff. Who did I find this from? I think it was Lauren that put it up. I forget. My apologies to whoever I got this from, but it says it's a meme, and it says, "Someone said, real growth starts when you're tired of your own shit."
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's true.
So true.
It's so true.
Like, I'm tired of my own bullshit.
Gonna change. That's right, man.
I gotta do something now.
Oh, yeah. Nori, welcome to Thursday morning. Yeah, that's right. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We most certainly appreciate it. We got one more jam, and then we're going to chat with Ramon. This is our first place song. First place coming in, beating out second place by just one vote. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is called Sunkissed. Thanks for spending some time with us. We most certainly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commodore. I have wondered where this feeling's gone. Why's it been so long? I guess I had to wait for her to come along so long. With that sun-kissed look upon her face, gone without a trace. My whole world has seemed to stop in place, waiting for the day where my heart has skipped a beat no other has. Calls for me and my love, it runs above what feels like 1,003. In this blinding heat, as I run on the sun, just to stay close to you. And the sunlit news is poison in my veins, my heart to flame. Straight to flame. I am captured by this morning song as I long. I wish you'd awake, pick up your phone and sing along with this song. With that morning light that breaks the crest of night, fight against what's right. Where her heart has skipped a beat no other has. Cause for her and her love, it runs above what feels like 1,003 in this blinding heat. And she runs on the sun through this burning fire just to stay close to me. I will pull you through. And she runs on the sun through this burning fire just to stay close to me. I will pull you through. And the sunlit poison in my veins, and she wonders why she's never felt this way. Where her heart has skipped a beat no other has. Cause for her, where her love, it runs above what feels like 1,003 in this blinding heat as I run on the sun just to stay and she runs on the sun
Through this burning fire.
just to stay close to me.
I will pull you through.
And she runs on the sun
Through this burning fire.
just to stay close to me.
I will pull you through.
When the sunlit muses poison in my veins, my heart to flame. Straight to flame. I have wondered where this feeling's gone. Why's it been so long? Yes. All right. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We most certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us for this. That's right, man. For this hump day, baby. For the winners on the poll, we had 5 songs coming in. At second place was Through the Fear. Coming in at first place was Sunkissed, 2 KitchenKillaz originals. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We most certainly appreciate all your time and all your love. That's right. A huge shout out to everybody in the feed. Yeah, appreciate.
Thank you, everyone,
Everybody
for
hanging
voting.
out in the feed. Great to see you guys, and thank you for joining us. This Friday, we're going to be hanging with Web Show. That's right, we are there to celebrate. I think it's Steven's birthday-ish. I think Steven's birthday-ish is
It's
this
his birthday
Friday.
celebration for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're celebrating the birth of the great and amazing Stephen Pomacher.
We're
And then-
probably celebrating a lot of things.
Yeah, we are celebrating
We'll
life,
find out when we
liberty,
get
the
there.
pursuit of happiness. And then this Saturday, we are headed out to the Lakeland Ice Cream Company to hang out with Joel Van, the man with the master plan. Not only Lakeland Barbecue Company, but now Lakeland Ice Cream Company. My question is, do you have barbecue ice cream? That's my question.
Whoa. It's crazy that I didn't even think of that. I bet he does.
I would try it.
Barbecue has sugar in it.
I would try barbecue ice cream. I mean, why not? Why not? I don't think it's a big deal.
I bet it would be good.
I bet it would be pretty good.
I mean, if it still tastes like ice cream, but
Yeah.
also tasted like barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Sign me up, dog.
Why don't you know what we'll do if he doesn't have it, which
Yeah.
he probably will.
Probably will.
We'll just get some vanilla ice cream.
I think it's a good
and
idea.
Pour some barbecue sauce on it.
That's not a bad idea.
We're gonna get some eyes looking at us.
We're gonna bring some Lakeland Barbecue Company
"What are you
barbecue sauce
doing?"
with us, and we're gonna
bro, don't you-
create something new.
Don't you know who you're dealing
Don't
with?
judge us.
This guy does barbecue and ice cream.
Yeah.
Why not meld the two?
Yeah, barbecue ice cream. That might melt.
They both go in your mouth.
We'll find out.
Why not at the same time?
We'll find out.
That's what she said.
That's right, Chris. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him on, baby. My man Ramon from Así Comemos Aquí. I'm getting better. I'm gonna keep saying it until I
even-
get better.
I was gonna say this earlier, but I don't know what that means.
Bro, you're saying it so good. You got it down, man. You got it down. Trust me. It's like you got it down. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I take that right to the corazon. That's heart, right?
Yep,
I
you
don't
got
know
it.
what
You
you're
got
saying.
it.
I don't even know.
Yeah, you got it.
What is the? What
I
is,
get a gold star, gold
I was
star.
gonna ask him, but I'd rather ask you. What does that mean?
Así comemos aquí.
Like
That's Ramon.
the direct translation would be, that's how we eat here.
I like it. That's how we eat here.
Okay.
I like that, man. That's
Okay.
awesome.
But in
That is
Spanish,
awesome.
it's just 3 words.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys simplify things. The Spanish language simplifies things. We tend to overcomplicate things
Yeah,
sometimes.
but they have a different word for like one of ours.
That-
they
that
have
is
like
also
7
true.
different, right? They have, like,
Yeah,
7 different
yeah.
words for
Spanish
that.
is crazy, man.
Yeah.
we got a lot to learn, man. Oh yeah, it is a beautiful language though. I got to say that, man. It really is very, very pretty.
I hear that English is way harder to learn than Spanish is. Is that true?
I don't
I don't
know.
know what your
No,
name
I don't
like,
think
what
so,
was
man,
your
because
first
we
name?
gotta.
is your-
if
is
we're
your-
right.
Is
What's
your
that?
first what is your first language?
Actually, like my real first language was English because when I was a kid, I lived in New York. Then I moved to Puerto Rico when I was like 9 years old. And from that time, it was 100% Spanish. So, right now it's Spanish, but I'm in the between. You know what I mean? I speak more Spanish. Even though I'm in Orlando, I end up speaking more Spanish than anything else.
Oh man, Orlando is a melting pot of languages
I'm
and
not
people from all
surprised.
over the world. But dude, your English
Yeah.
is on point, man. It's really, really
Thank
good.
you,
Ramon.
thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us, man. Oh, absolutely. Wanted to chat a little. Number one, fantastic background, sir. I see some Dragon
Ah,
Ball Z
thank you.
back there. That's right. I
I
see
got
Super
Dragon
Saiyan
Ball. I
Goku.
got
Oh
my
yeah.
classic comics up
I
there.
see. I
Yeah,
see
I'm a
Trunks
geek,
back
man.
there.
Yes, you do.
Looking good, my man. I like it. Oh yeah.
I got the yellow.
Oh
I got the
yeah,
yellow
absolutely.
submarine in the corner. You know.
Man, that is awesome, and so thank you so much for joining us, Ramon. We've been checking on your social media. We've been learning a little bit about who you are and what you do, and we've even crossed paths with mutual people that we've chatted with. Chuck from Getting Messy seems to be a mutual friend of both of
Oh
ours.
yeah, he's awesome,
which
man.
is super cool. Yeah, awesome dude, awesome food. And again, even though he's inside of a Citgo, I believe it is, and he's inside a gas station, he's working really hard to get a brick and mortar place. He was actually just talking to us a couple of weekends ago. He is nearing to closing his first deal on his first brick and mortar location,
nice.
Which
Bro,
is going to be really good. Because if any,
one of the things I love about his place is that it's in a gas station. It has that hole in the wall kind of feel. I love it. That place is awesome.
no, for sure. For sure, and it's really interesting because it's most certainly unexpected. You walk into a Citgo to buy whatever, a scratch off ticket and a Red Bull with a pack of gum or a Mountain Dew, and then here's award-winning barbecue, in the back corner.
And like how I know Chuck, like it just seems like one of those hangout spots where you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out with Chuck and get some barbecue.
Yeah,
and
just gonna go
grab
chill.
a soda at the Citgo.
Yeah,
and
he's
just,
got like the
kinda
picnic
chill, you know what I
tables
mean?
right outside, and like it's just so welcoming. It's so easygoing. So I'm really glad that you guys cross paths as well. And I got to say, Ramon, looking at your Facebook, looking at your Instagram, you have tried some incredible food, man. How did this journey begin with you? Can you tell us a little bit about who Así Comemos Aquí is, where it came from, and what you find your passion in?
Well, like the whole food thing, it started like a whole bunch of years ago because let's say, I've always been adventurous with food. And when I came to Orlando, I started watching like a lot of TV, a lot of Anthony Bourdain, and that's what gave me that interest in trying different types of food, especially like Asian foods from other cultures, that kind of stuff, and obviously Puerto Rican food, which is amazing. So, and we got some strange foods that a lot of people might not be accustomed to, but it's all about that. Let's say that I like trying new foods, and I have a very open palate in the things that I want to try, and hopefully I'll be trying a whole bunch of new stuff in the future.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a second, man. You're on a fantastic path, and you're especially in Orlando. Like right here in Orlando, we were talking about that just briefly before. It's such a melting pot of culture and of history, and it's crazy to see that you can go across the street and you can get authentic food from Puerto Rico, and you can go to the other side of the street and you can get authentic food from Germany, and then you can go right down the street and you can get there's a food truck with barbecue sauce, but then you can go back here and get a tripleta, which I love tripletas. Have you ever had a tripleta before?
No.
Unbelievable. There was a food
See,
truck place I
this
used
guy
to
knows
valet
what he's
about 2
talking
o'clock
about.
in the morning.
You know
let me
your
tell
stuff,
tripletas
man.
are-
I'm proud of you. You know tripleta and everything, bro. I
yeah.
used to have
Well,
a
I
tripleta store, man. That's funny.
So good, dude.
I think where this came from, and I learned this from him. Thanks, Billy. One of the things that he does is like when he goes out to eat with someone else, they'll order something and they'll be like, "Well, what do you want?" I'm like, "I'll have the same thing," and it doesn't matter what anybody else orders. He'll be like, "I'll try that too." Almost every time.
There's been a couple times where somebody in front of me is ordering something and it sounds so good. When I get up to the counter, I'm like, whatever they ordered, that sounded fantastic. Like, I don't know what they ordered. I don't understand, but they were so excited when they ordered it. I was like, sign me up, man. Let's go ahead and I'll take one of those. Like, that's sometimes I just leave it up to the server or the host.
I'm just like that. If I'm at a restaurant, I'm looking at what the servers are bringing. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I'm like, what is that? That's one of the ways I go through at a restaurant, man.
No, for sure. It's and how long have you been here in Orlando?
I've been here since 2011 in November. So it was almost 10 years since I've been here.
Nice, my man. And how long have you had this idea, this passion going?
I started the whole channel thing. I started in November, so it's about to be a year in a couple months. So I've been doing at least this channel. Wow. I've been doing it for a year, almost a year.
Man, that's incredible. That's incredible, and I have to assume that this is not the first time that you've done video production or sound production, because
No,
the
no.
product that you have is so high quality. You didn't just start a year ago. Like, this is just your latest project.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how long have
This is
you
my
been
latest.
working in like sound production and video production?
Well, in sound production, I've been doing since I was like 25, so it's 15 years. I've been doing the whole sound production. Then I started doing more video production at a church that I was working for because I was not a video guy. But since I was always into producing stuff, and I kind of got tired of waiting on people. You know how that feels, like you're waiting on
Amen.
people to do stuff. So I got into my mind. I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna start doing stuff and start learning how to edit videos and all that kind of stuff. And here I am, man. That's how I got here today. And this is practically the thing that I have a couple other channels, but those channels depend on people. This one I can do on my own for the moment.
Gotcha. So when you say it depends on people, that means there's other people that have to kind of
Yeah, yeah,
contribute
yeah.
to producing the content that you
Yeah,
have on
yeah.
that page. But
I,
this one's 100% you.
Yeah, this one's 100% me. My other channel's like a Christian cover channel where we do acoustic videos, and obviously I don't sing. I'm the man behind the camera, behind the console, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I can eat on camera. That's something I can do.
Well, I'd say without the guy behind the microphone turning all the buttons and twisting all the knobs, the guys standing with the microphone, they don't get to do much. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
imperative to have that fantastic production coordinator with a good ear of what's good, where the balance is, where it's coming from, who needs more, who needs less. Like that right there, a happy balance in music and a great sound person, they change the entire experience. If you have a bad sound, you can have the same exact band with a terrible sound guy versus an
Yep.
amazing sound guy, and it's two completely different
And
experiences.
even as the band, like if you got a good sound guy, that's a good show.
yeah.
It makes it easier to perform.
Oh,
and play and
absolutely.
make
Oh
good
yeah, if you
stuff.
have a good, that's important. Having a good sound guy is important, especially for the band, because if they're comfortable and they feel that they're sounding good, their performance is going to be way better.
No,
And you guys are
100%.
performers, so I guess you've been through this. Not being able to hear yourself on a monitor. That'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
you to a bad place.
Yeah.
We kind of got sick of depending on other people to let us hear ourselves through a monitor. So we're like, we're gonna do it ourselves.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it ourselves. There's a lot of times where I've played so many times where we had no monitors, or the monitors were so strong over one way, but I couldn't hear anything. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get used to doing it without monitors. So when I do have monitors, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It's 2020. Like, yay,
That's
technology.
That's the way to go, man.
Yeah, for sure. I found a lot of success with in-ear monitors as opposed to stage monitors, just because of the sound level on the stage, and you give the front of house engineer much more control when you keep your stage volume down for him to have much higher of a ceiling to kind of work toward. So but it's definitely a blessing to have a fantastic sound guy, and you can kind of see that in your videos as well, and in your content, that you come from a history of working with sound and working with video production. Because I don't want people to think that you've only been doing this for a year, and it's like, oh, only a year, fantastic. He's got 15,000 followers in only a year. I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, my man Ramon is coming from over a decade of experience. From project, sound, video. Now he's got something to invest in. He has this channel that himself is fully focused on. So again, Ramon, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And thank you for starting your channel a year ago. You're finding a lot of success, man. Congratulations. How does it feel when you broke like 10,000 followers? How was that?
Oh man, it feels good, man. It's been a lot of work because it's funny, through the whole pandemic thing. One of the things that helped me in reality was going through the whole pandemic when I got furloughed from my job, because I had a job as a AV technician. And in March, when I got furloughed, I said I'm gonna put out a video every single day. Every single day, I'm gonna put out a video. And from March all the way up to here, I've been putting content out almost every single day of the week. And it was going kind of slow because up till June, I had in total, I had around 5,000 followers between all my platforms. And then I started doing lives, Facebook lives. And after that, like on Facebook, I gained like 7,000 followers from June to here. And the TikTok thing is a funny thing because I was against TikTok, man. I was like, I am not opening a TikTok. I'm not doing this. And one day, I had already people was like, why don't you have a TikTok? And I put up a story and I asked the question, TikTok or no TikTok? And a whole bunch of people, they said TikTok. So I opened my TikTok in June, and today or tomorrow I'm breaking 15,000 followers on TikTok. So now I don't repent about it, man. I'm like, I should have opened that thing way back in the day.
From what I know about TikTok, if you're a video editor and you're experiencing that kind of thing, that's like your jam. Like that's
Yeah.
Video editors have it made on that platform.
Yeah, it's been going really good for me.
100%.
It's funny
it's
how
all
it
about
got
finding
it's
your
going.
audience.
Yeah. And the thing about
and if you,
at least
once you find your audience, you're good.
about what I'm doing right now, it's more universal than my other channels. I have like a pop culture channel, which is practically this that you see in the background, talking about Marvel movies and that kind of stuff. And that's always like for a small group of people. And the same with my Christian covers. That's specifically for a group of people. The whole food thing is more universal. Even though my content is in Spanish, I still have a lot of English speaking people that follow my stuff because they want to see what I'm eating. It's funny. I still ask like, why do you want to see what I'm eating?
What is how? Let me say this: what is the average length of your videos? Like, how many minutes do you find an average length of a video is that you're getting really good views on? Like, you see it more on shorter videos or longer videos, somewhere in the middle? Like, what are you thinking?
I usually keep my stuff short. Most of my stuff, like my longest videos, will probably be around 6 minutes, and that's if I'm talking about the food. But then again, I do a lot of food prep videos. Those I keep between 1 minute to 2 minutes, and it just all depends, man. Because I'll do like my Facebook videos, and those will usually be between 1 minute to 3 minutes. But then I take that same video and I edit it for Instagram, and then I edit it for TikTok. So I got to bring that 3 minute video down to 1 minute without losing the feeling of the video or the context of the video, and that's hard. That's kind of hard. So it all depends on the platform.
Making videos. Yeah, and exactly. And it depends on how people are digesting the content. Like, you can have different like longer videos with a little more content on one platform, but that same exact video on another platform is not going to gain as much traction as if you edit it down and you shrink it and you give it more cliff notes. But like you said, the challenge is keeping the emotion, keeping the context, keeping the message. Taking a 6-minute video down to a 60-second video, that's hard, alone, that's a challenge right there. And the fact that you're finding success on all these platforms at the same time, a massive congratulations to you, Ramon. You're working your ass off, bro, and you can see it in your videos and on your platforms, that you can see the work you're putting in. You really see it coming to fruition, and it's coming back, and you're seeing your community grow and grow and grow, which means you're doing something right. Apparently you're doing over 15,000 things right, that's a lot of things. So,
yeah, man. It's been going good. It's been going good. I've hit like 30,000 in total this week, and another thing about the videos is that at least on my edited videos, that's what I do, but on my live videos, I'm between 10 to 30 minutes, and those videos at least on Facebook have been the ones that have brought like most of my growth. So it's funny. I don't know. So,
nice.
Sometimes you think you know how to work it, and you think, oh, this video is the one that's gonna do something. That one does nothing. And then you're like editing a video, like, I don't care about this one, and boom, that one people like. It's crazy.
Yep. We were just talking about that on Monday. We had Rough Shift Roasters on. They're a coffee brewer, and they brew their own coffee, and they make their own beans, and they grind their own beans. It's fantastic. And they were specifically talking about how, and as musicians, it's the same thing. Like, we think this song is really going to do well. Like, it's really awesome. It's written really well. It's really, really good. This other one, I'm like, this is kind of a throwaway song. I'm actually surprised we even did anything with it.
I know.
Had it forever. Like, let's just get it out there. And that's the one that takes off. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused now. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm all 6s and 7s, Ramon. So yeah, man, it's been and I think it's been most certainly a level of discovery for all of us. And regarding this, like for our project has been interesting because, naturally we're musicians. We've been in the restaurant industry. We have a passion for food and a passion for community. And, after going to venue and touring in vans and unloading in trailers and, all that stuff, I was like, man, I want something more intimate. I want to play somewhere more intimate. Like how can we do this? So we started using a live platform, Facebook Live, and we were streaming every day from a random room in the house, one song. One night we streamed from the kitchen, and people just dug it. They invited us to their kitchen, so we started going to their kitchen. Then we started bringing chefs. We have Dennis Cutter, the mad scientist from Maryland. He's traveled all over the state of Florida with us. So we've been really, really fortunate. Last week, we were at Jen Ward Halls, and we had Chef Nancy. She has a food truck in Tampa where she does chimichurri burgers, and then she does the barbacoa tacos. Oh, dude, she killed it. So not only do we get to meet new people and play new music, covers, originals, but we meet with these fantastic people that are just connected their heart and soul to food. And that's one of the things that I most certainly have seen has been a global thing is music and food. Like those are two things that every single person on the face of the planet has some type of connection to. Absolutely.
So as you grew this project and you started gaining more followers, was there any aspect of the business or the experience itself that kind of surprised you, that kind of took you like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen? Was there anything like that?
Well, at the beginning, it's always hard because it's like, I remember when I started writing to places, hey, I'd love to do videos with you. Your food looks very interesting. And, when you have 0 followers or 50 followers, people don't even answer sometimes. Most of the time, still right now, I write to people in places, I get no answers, man. But then it's funny. I have a couple places that I have very in my heart because my first place was Sticky Rice Lao Street Food. That guy said yes
I watched
when
that
I
video.
did.
That was a good one.
That guy said yes when I didn't even have 50 total followers. So those are these little restaurants that I always have you're always gonna have a place on my channel. You know what I mean? And now I get in my inbox, hey, we want you to come and try our food. Drop by anytime you want to. You can try whatever you want. Hey, we're coming up with something new. We'd like to try. We'd like for you to try. And it's fun. It's fun. Hopefully, and it's like you said earlier, Orlando is such an awesome place for the food scene because they got it's such a melting pot in the way that we can get real Asian, well, as close as real that you can get in the United States, obviously, but you can get real Asian food, real good Mexican food, real good Ethiopian food, Puerto Rican food. We can get all of that types of stuff. And I wouldn't really have to leave Orlando for a while because I got a list this long of places that I still want to go. And obviously I want to travel because one of the things that I want to be able to do is I want to bring more of that documentary feel to my videos and talk about moral culture, talk about the people and that kind of stuff, very Anthony Bourdain kind of style. Which, by the way, he's one of my not idols, but one of the people that I look up to and the style of content that I want to bring.
Sorry. That was no reservations. No reservations with Anthony Bourdain.
That practically right there. That's what started everything.
Yeah, that series alone was absolutely outstanding. I watched the one with Andrew Zimmern, which was called Weird Foods or something like that.
Yeah, Bizarre Foods.
Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern. That was very interesting, and I kind of take his idea on it. If somebody can eat it and it's not going to kill them, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's coming for me, man. I'm going for that. I'm going for all the. I'll have my limits and some of the things, but yeah, if I see people eating it, there's a restaurant here in Orlando that I've been dying to go that they do cricket tacos. And I'm gonna go check that out.
Where's that?
That's in Kissimmee, I think it was. I can't remember the name, but there's a certain dish that Mexican people do in it, and it's with crickets. So
really?
Yeah, I'm all down for that.
What's one of the strangest things that you've come across, that you've eaten, that you liked, that you really enjoyed? That was really, really strange.
I enjoy a lot of classic stuff from Puerto Rico, which a lot of people, like a lot of the young people, won't eat right now. Like morcilla, that's like a type of blood sausage from Puerto Rico. Something that we call cuajitos, which is practically the stomach of the pig. You know, I'll eat anything, man. Tongue, tongue tacos. Which, if you go
Man,
to a Mexican place, that's one of the ways that you'll know
saying
if you're in a real Mexican place. If they got tongue tacos,
I've tried
that's
that.
Mexican.
Oh yeah.
And people do
There's a
not know how good that is.
there's a place over by my shop, and they have, and they're smaller tacos. And the first
Yeah,
time
yeah,
I went
yeah.
in there, I saw that they had tongue tacos, and I was like, I'll take one of those. Actually, I think they had like probably eight or nine different tacos. Four of them I had no clue what it meant, and I was like, I'll take this one, this one, this one, and this one. And
Ah,
she's and she like I'm just gonna try it. Like I don't know what that means, but if it's on here, I'm gonna try it. The tongue taco was absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it if anybody have an opportunity to try something like that. And Ramon, I agree with you 100%. If you see something like that on the menu, and there's a lot of places you go to, you will not see something like that. But if I see something like that, I feel like it's a little more authentic. They're a little more brazen with their creativity. They're a little more like down to earth and hearty, original and authentic about their food, where it comes from. And they're not really worried about the social construct that exists. So, oh, people aren't going to eat here because we have tongue
yeah.
tacos. They're like, nope, we got them. They're
So
amazing. Eat them.
I'm not as pedal to the metal as you are with
Sure.
like, yep, I'll try that. But like I'm very hesitant because I'm still stuck on tongue tacos. Like, wow.
Bro,
But
and the
I'm
thing is,
interested.
you would think that's a cheap cut. It's not a cheap cut, man. Tongue tacos are like, if you got your tacos al pastor and they cost $1, tongue tacos are gonna be like 150. That's the funny thing. And I've had weird stuff. I've had frogs. I've had crocodile meat. I've had goat meat. I've had lamb. I just love trying new stuff. So
Yeah, 100%. And the tongue taco, the flavor was fantastic. It was really delicate. It was really light. It was very easy. And immediately I was a fan. Immediately.
yeah,
Every
yeah,
time
yeah.
I
And
go
it's
there
so
now,
soft. You think
I
it's
make
gonna
sure
be
to get
hard,
one.
but it's so soft, and you can definitely, even though it's from the cow, it's a different cut of the cow because it has, how like the regular meat, if you don't put salt on it, it has no flavor. That still has flavor even if you don't season it. So
Yeah.
it's good stuff. You got to try it, man.
Oh, no, for
Tongue
sure, man.
tacos.
I second that.
We gotta go.
Oh, man, it's
We gotta
fantastic.
go. And
Like,
then we'll do the crickets.
I've had chocolate covered crickets before. They were good. They were, it was not that big of a deal.
Are they
Like,
crunchy?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
crunchy. It was like
I'm
it
dying
was
to
like
try stuff like that.
dude, it would be fantastic. I didn't even know they had stuff like that here in Orlando that went that far. Like that's super cool, man. I'm always down to meet new people and to try new foods like that and to go to new places and try the out of the ordinary. Like everybody, we all eat the same thing over and over and over again. Like pretty much I can depict what somebody's diet is going to be when they tell me, oh, this is what I eat every week. It's like, yep, that's what you eat every week. But to step out of that norm and you may try something new and fall in love with it. And I think there's a big there's a stigma that exists when it comes to different types of food. Like, oh my God, you would eat tongue? That's crazy. You would eat blood sausage? That doesn't even sound appealing. It's like, listen, man, try it out because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah. And
fantastic.
one of the things I'd like to say is that we're in a culture right now of abundance. So we have so much right now. We have the option of just not trying anything. Like other cultures, when they come from a culture of we cannot waste no piece of a cow, that's a big difference.
And that's
And
where a lot of this stuff comes from. That's
yeah,
why you have tongue tacos. That's why you have blood sausage. That's why like we had like haggis exists. They take all the parts of the animal. They don't
yep,
want to let anything go to waste because all of it is potential protein. It's food. And coming from a place of abundance, we throw away so much food every
yep.
year.
That's why
We
that's
don't
why
even
we do
think
it. That's
about
why
it.
we do it because we have the option to say no, I don't want this, I don't want that. And other cultures is like this is what you're getting, this is what you're eating, and if you don't want to eat, which I come from that type of household, I was like, okay, this is dinner, eat. That's how I was brought up. You're having this. There's nothing else. that's what you're gonna eat.
Yep.
And most
Yep.
Puerto Ricans are gonna be able to say the same thing in Hispanic people. This is what you're eating. You're not getting a special plate. You're
Yep. You're
and
either
don't
eating
you
this or you're going
dare
hungry.
take anything out of the plate. You're eating the whole thing. So I think that's what helped me a lot. That's what helped me a lot. And I have a large palate. You know what I mean? I'm willing to try anything. And plus, I've watched people like Anthony Bourdain. There's a new show that I'm very hooked on right now, and it's called Best Ever Food Review Show. Oh my God, I love that show. And he goes he's mostly in Asia, but he eats everything that they put. It's like even I'm like I am definitely not trying that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
and when you talk
But
about the Asian culture, you're talking about a culture that goes back thousands of years.
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about food that has just come from generations and generations. Way
Mhm.
like we're as a nation, the United States is not that old.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
really aren't. When you look at some of these countries that have existed for a millennia, and like all the different foods and the cultures that still exist today, that are being still
Wow.
kept on the menu from grandfathers, 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 and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
though and now we do come from a place of abundance. We come from a place where I can get on my phone right now, and before this show is over, I can have food delivered to my front door. And
That is,
and
and
try
that's awesome and everything, but I think that's limited us. You know what I mean?
absolutely, of
That's
course,
limited
and
us
I think
a
it stops
lot.
people from exploring.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll go in here and I'll find a restaurant I've never been to before. I'm like, I've never even heard of these guys before. I'm going to get something from here, and somebody be like, well, you don't even know if it's going to be good. Well, I'm going to find out. Like we're going to find
And
out
that's
if
the
it's
way
going to
to
be
go,
good. I'm going
man.
to see if
There are
I'm going
gonna
to
be
like it.
things. There are gonna be a lot of things which I'm not gonna like. You know what I mean? In the future, for where I'm heading towards, I know I'm gonna find a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna like, but I'm gonna try it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no without even ever having a bite out of it. You know what I mean? So, and
100%.
I want
Yeah,
and I wanna
I
I
was.
want to explore. I want to see where this takes me. Hopefully, in the future,
Oh
I'll be
man,
able to explore
This is a
those
super.
type of cultures.
This is a super simple example, but just this morning I was having breakfast at work. They serve us breakfast, and one of the guys there says, "I eat peanut butter on my eggs," and I happen to have a bagel with peanut butter on it, and I had an over medium egg. So I was like, and somebody was like, "Ooh, that's gross." I'm like, "Have you ever tried it?" She's like, "No, but that's gross." I'm like, "Well, how can you say it's gross if you've never tried it? It could be the best thing you've ever had." So I
Yeah.
took that egg, I put it right on my bagel with peanut butter, and I took a big bite, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" It wasn't very good, by the way. But you have to try it.
Yeah, you got to try
Yeah,
it.
You
Man.
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
try it.
Yeah, 100%, and it's always been when I was in college, I had either money for food or money for laundry. Like I didn't, and the abundance did not exist. So sometimes like other friends or other roommates or other dorm mates, they would be cooking some food that I probably never had before. But if somebody comes and I'm hungry, if somebody comes up and says, "Hey Billy, listen, man, we're cooking some. I don't understand what you just said in the room. Would you like to come grab some?" I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah, man,
Yeah,
let's make that
that's
happen."
me right there,
Like
man.
let's try it out, and I think there's such, and I love how food brings people together, and people put love into food, they put emotion into food. It's what connects people and bonds families and friends, and there's only two things you remember about a wedding: the food and the music. That's really it. Everything
Yep.
else, like you can go to a beautiful wedding that costs $1 million, but if the food is fantastic, that's what you're going to talk about. If the music was really good, the band was really good, or whoever the MC was, if they were really good, that's what you're going to talk about. And these are memories that are built that last a lifetime, and it's all circling around food. Food, music, and memories, and those three inspire each other so much. So it's like, yes, step out of your comfort zone, try something new. It's not going to kill you. You'll be okay. Unless you have some severe allergy, then of course always ask what's in the food. But people with severe allergies, they know, and they're not just going to like dive in. But yeah, try new stuff, meet new people, go to a place you've never been before, especially the holes in the wall that we were
Oh
talking
man,
about before.
I'm a hole in the wall fan, bro. I'm not
Some
all
of the
about
best
like
food
fancy
ever is going
places.
to find.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of my favorite Asian food places,
And
you wouldn't you look at them and you're like, no way. And there's like they have amazing, and then you go into the place, it's not looking that good, and you look at the wall and they got awards and everything from Orlando Sentinel. I've been in a couple places just like that, and I love those places, man. I love those type of places where they're not like their aesthetic is not that good, but their food is amazing.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, they're not getting awards because they look pretty.
Yeah, and some of them are so small that you walk into and you can't even, there's not even a table in the place. You get your food and you go. You
Yep.
know, like they're just so tiny. Like they're just here for the food. They're here to get you your food. You take your food. You go wherever you want it. Our job is to give you great food. You know, not provide you with all this other stuff. Like Orlando's a beautiful place, especially if you find yourself like the Mills area, the Milk District, downtown
Oh
Orlando. Like
yeah,
there's
that's
so
an
many
awesome
beautiful
place to be
places to
eating,
go.
man.
Grab some food and go. Grab some food and go for a walk. Take it to the lake. Take it to wherever you want to go. Find an awesome park bench and sit down because Orlando is packed with incredible places you can go and relax and enjoy your incredible food. You know, and surrounded by amazing food and amazing people, Orlando really is a hotspot for culture. And for lineage and for heritage and for different kind of recipes that we're just never going to experience unless we step out of our comfort zone. We try something new from a brand new place that we've never heard of, never been to before, especially if I have no clue what it says on the menu. I'm probably going to try that.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because a good way for you to know if you're in the right place, like in a really authentic place, if you're sitting down, let's say you go to an Asian place, and everybody's Asian sitting down, you're in the right place. If you're in a Mexican place
Yeah.
and everybody is Mexican, you know you're in the right place.
Yeah.
That means
That's true.
that's a signal that that place is legit and is serving like real or Mexican or Puerto Rican or Colombian or Asian. You know, that's the type of place I like going to.
For sure, there's a couple of really great Jamaican restaurants around in Orlando too, and it's always awesome to be able to walk in because like they hang out in the restaurant. Like the people that own the restaurant, they have their family there. They're all
Yeah.
just hanging out. They're listening to music. They're playing on their phones. They're on their laptop. They're just chilling with each other. They're having a drink at the bar, hanging out with the guy who owns the place because they're just best buddies. You know, and it's like you walk into a place and it's not even that you're walking into a restaurant. You're like walking into somebody's home. You know, you're walking
Yeah,
into
yeah.
somebody's house, and that's what they treat this place like. So when you walk in, you're not just a guest, like you're legit family, and they're going to lead you the right way. I love asking questions. I want to talk to the owners. I want to talk to the chef. I want to talk to the cook. Like, what do you guys love the most? What do you think is the best? What would you order if you were me? What is something off the menu that people don't necessarily try, but they really should because it's incredible? Like, I want to find those little morsels of gold that exist on the menu that people don't necessarily try because they haven't heard of it before, or it's not popular, it's not a huge seller. Like, I want to find those little morsels of genius that exist on the menu that are just buried under the idea of familiarity. You know, and there's a ton of stuff like that in Orlando. You're doing it right, my man. You're doing it right. That's excellent. So how many restaurants have you gone to? How many restaurants have you tried their food from?
Like since I started, man, a lot, man. Like just in videos, I know from November to over here, I know I've done over like almost 500 videos, and if I was gonna count restaurants, I'd be like, I definitely had to pass 100 restaurants since I started this. So
Wow,
it's just been crazy. I wouldn't be able to remember right now. So now at least I'm lucky
that's a
enough
good
that
answer.
some places I don't pay. Sometimes I get the invitation. It's just been crazy. It's been going good. So hopefully I just keep on getting these type of invitations. And I've been invited to a couple of foodie events, and where they just bring a bunch of people that's what they do on Instagram, like just post pictures of food and that kind of stuff. So that's it's been fun, man. It's been fun.
So
I'm
speaking
just
of
trying to keep up.
the video production side of things, you said that that really wasn't your forte in the very beginning. How did you gain that skill? How did you progress as a video editor and doing production? How did you get good
YouTube,
at that?
man. YouTube. That's how, like right now I have a very strong opinion on going to school for certain things because I went to Full Sail. So I went to Full Sail for audio, and even though it was amazing and I learned a whole bunch, like right now most of my knowledge just comes from me doing research, and having a passion for what I wanted to do, not wanting to wait for anything, because imagine if I had to wait for my video guy, or waiting to have somebody with a camera, or waiting for somebody to edit my videos at the pace that I'm working right now. Just today I put out 3 videos, and then I edit each one for
Wow.
each one of the platforms. So practically I do 3 versions, let's say 3 to 4 versions. I do my regular rectangular, HD version. Then I do my square 1080 by 1080 version for Instagram, and then I do the same thing where it's vertical, and it's not just taking a video and just changing the ratio. You got to move stuff. I got to reorganize practically everything so I don't lose anything in my video. So, imagine if I had to wait for that, for somebody
Yeah. So
to do it
even though it's from
whenever.
the same recorded content, when you're creating it for a different platform, it's a
I got
completely
to,
new
yeah,
video.
it's a completely new
Yeah,
video. Yep. And since
man,
Instagram is 1 minute
that's awesome.
and TikTok is one, so it'll take me a couple of hours between the starting content all the way to the end. It's a lot of work. Even though it's short videos and all that kind of stuff, I gotta redo every single videos. And now that Instagram has those 15-second reels, now that's another job that I've been trying to get into, doing 15-second videos. And that's
Yeah,
something that's
that's
helped me a
and
lot, you
they
know.
they keep adding. Yep, they keep adding new stuff too. Every day we turn it on, and there's a new social media platform with a new version of context that can be completely digested a completely different way. New ratios, new time limits, new everything, and it's like, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and update it. Let's go ahead and shift. Let's evolve.
Hmm.
Let's change. Let's add.
But
Let's keep moving it
every time
forward.
they add something like that, it may be a little bit more work on your end, but it's another opportunity to reach more people, to catch people like that 15 seconds. If you can catch them in that 15 seconds, they'll watch the rest of the video.
Yeah, yeah, and
Absolutely.
that's why I'm doing it on Instagram right now, because I did my first one. It's like, wow, I'm getting more views on my reels than on my videos. So that's a good way, to catch somebody's attention, and maybe I'll gain a follower that way. But I'm sticking to these five. I am not going after anything else right now, man. Just just the posting, just taking that same video and posting it to everywhere. That's half an hour easy, because you got
Absolutely.
to write it certain way here. Then you got to go to Facebook and write it certain way here. And then you got to go to TikTok, which TikTok is almost like Twitter, where you can't just write anything you want. You got to change your wording. Then me, since I'm always like trying to on top of my game, I do my own picture thumbnail for each one. So I do my thumbnail for Facebook and YouTube. I do my thumbnail for Instagram, which you can add thumbnails now, and it just gets all crazy. You know what I mean?
I love this guy. Let's say, and I gotta say, because you've been doing this since the whole quarantine thing happened, since the pandemic thing happened, and you were furloughed. You've really been pouring every day, all day long. Like, how
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
get better? How can I get more effective? How can I get more efficient? So I would say in the very beginning, it probably took you twice as long to do what you're able to do now, because you've just become so efficient at it. You're like, okay, I know I need to do this, but in the beginning, there's that figuring out phase. It's like, oh, I can't use that ratio for this. I got to do this, or I can't type it this way. I need to type it this way. Oh, we can do thumbnails now. Well, let me make one of those. Oh, this ratio is different. Let me move this. I need to edit this. Let me move this over. No, I shouldn't put that part in. I should put this part in.
Are
Like,
you still
crazy.
researching YouTube videos and still learning new things even at this point?
Sometimes, but right now, since I'm in a stage I've acquired like the knowledge for what I'm doing at this moment. You know what I mean? And here's the funny thing, and this is something that you guys can go check later. Go check out. This is one of the things that I do in my food videos, where it's just the food, where it's just the food prep. I edit my food videos to the rhythm of the music. So you're gonna see every single transition is down to the time of the song. So you'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You'll be seeing each and every single cut is going to the beat of the music, which I think that's one of the things that has helped me a lot in doing what I do. But right now it's just already from when I start recording, I already know how my video is going to look like. So that's something that helped me a lot. In the future, there is a certain way that I want my videos to look like, but that would involve having a producer, which those are the type of things that I'll be able to have in the future. Because right now, my main goal is to be self-sustained from what I make on Facebook and what I make on YouTube, which is practically nothing right now. But that's my goal. I want to be able to have a producer. I want to be able to have full-time people just to be able to work on my YouTube studio. So that's what I'm working
Do you
towards.
have what do you so in the idea of monetizing what you do, what do you have a PayPal setup? Do you have a Patreon setup? Like, what websites are you using to see if you can fund and monetize your project?
Right now, the only plan, well, not the only one. I'm making money. I started making money last month when I hit 10,000 followers on Facebook. That's when you can start putting ads on your videos. People can send you stars on your lives, which stars are practically is like 1 cent per star. So if they give you 100 stars, you get $1. And Facebook just added a new feature where people can support your channel with a monthly cost, like a subscription. So I'm up to 6 subscribers, which they pay me like
Nice, man.
$5 a month. So hopefully, my goal is if I
Hey,
can
bro.
get that to 1,000
That's where it
supporters.
starts.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I get excited, man, about this, and I get excited just about talking about this. I'm one of those
Yeah, I
people
mean,
that I haven't gotten here by that lucky viral video. You know what I mean?
no,
Because
and this is one of the thing I think happens when people get there by the lucky viral video. They don't know what to do next. That
yeah,
viral
yeah,
video was
yeah.
probably an accident. That viral video was something that they accidentally did. Then all of a sudden, there's a demand for them to have another viral video, and they don't know how the
Mhm.
heck they did the first one, so they don't have the know-how to be able to create another one. It was just it was a flash in the pan. It's like it's great when lightning strikes, but you need to be able to bottle it. You
Yep,
need to be
yep.
able to grab a hold of it and actually turn it into something else. In this sense, what you're doing is you're learning, you're putting in the time, you're putting out the videos, you're focusing on the music, you're focusing on the editing, the colors, the lighting, everything. So when that viral video does hit, people are then going to discover you, and they're going to go through your entire catalog of
Yep.
previous videos. They're going to watch all of those, and when that one viral video hits, which it will, you'll already have the knowledge and know-how on how to create more because you will have found the formula that works for you and for the people that are digesting the video.
Another thing I think that happens with all these platforms is you'll find someone with millions of followers and really great videos, but you don't see like the years and
Yeah,
thousands
yeah,
of
man.
videos and thousands
And,
of like the hours and hours of work. I've read a couple books lately on mastery and learning skills, and like it takes thousands of hours to really master something. And when you're that good, that's when you start getting a following. That's when people start paying attention. But they don't see all the work that you put in. But like you said, you're learning this on your own. You're not hiring anybody to do this for you. Like you're learning it, and then you're crafting it, and you're getting better, and you're getting better, and you're better. It takes a long time to do that. When we first started out, we were less than a year in, and I had people at work asking me like, "You guys getting paid yet?" I'm like, "No,
No.
no, like no."
Oh yeah, that's and I would say for anybody that's pursuing a passion that's outside the realm of a real job, that question comes pretty quickly. They're like, "Well, are you making money doing this? Like, how are you going to pay your bills?"
How long
Almost
Oh
is
like
my
they're
God,
trying to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dissuade
That
you from
comes
doing
all
it
the
because
time.
you're not making $60,000 a year right away. And I was like, "Listen, man,
Mhm.
like
And that's the
that
biggest
I'm not
mistake
doing
right
this."
there. That's the
Yep.
biggest mistake right there. Um, you don't know how many people and friends have started YouTube channels, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I don't like being negative, but I'm like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. First of all,
Yeah.
you have to have you have to have like the most willingness to persevere. You know what I mean? Even though you're not making any money, even though, like, let's say what happened to me. I got furloughed. I was not making any money. Obviously, I had a little bit of money saved. I was going through a bunch of stuff. I was recently divorced and all that kind of stuff. And I just put into my mind, I'm just gonna work this because if not, I'm gonna go crazy. So I just put all my effort, all my emotion into this one thing, and that's what all these big YouTubers. Obviously, obviously, if you're a star already, you open a YouTube channel and it'll blow. But a bunch of these YouTubers started from their closets. An example is like Ray William Johnson. I don't know if you remember him. He came from his closet to having a 17-person team. So those are my big examples on where I want to head to. Like best ever food review. He has a 10-person team, which just worked for his videos. But it's the same thing. He started from zero. I think one main thing and one very important thing is not putting goals that are impossible. Because it's like I said, I saw a bunch of people, I want to have a YouTube channel, I want to make money. Yeah, but my first goal, and I think is a simple one, is I want to be able to make what a person that works full time at the minimum is making a week. So and I still haven't broken that goal. You know what I mean? But if my first goal is I want to make 60,000, 100,000 a year. That's when people start saying, this is hard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they have
that,
no idea what it takes to get there, and they can get dissuaded really quickly once they realize, like, you need 1 million views on a YouTube video, to make $1,000. And it's
yep,
like, man, I didn't know that that's what that was. Like, I thought if I hit 1 million views, that's it. I'm done. I'm golden. I'm set for the rest of my life. It's like, no, bro, you're set with 1 million views for the next 10 seconds, and then there's another video. Like, you got to keep that content coming over and over and over again. And I do want to bring this up because you take fantastic pictures. We have your Facebook page here, and I wanted to see if I can get that shared and bring that onto the screen, because your pictures, my man, are absolutely outstanding. Like, super, super cool, good lighting, great angles, and you got some guy in your picture. He looks really happy in a lot of these photos. He just looks very, very, very
food
happy.
makes me happy, man. Food makes me happy. I'm lucky to be eating real good food. So yeah, and it's funny,
for sure.
this is the other thing.
This is Sticky Rice Lao street food.
Yep. That's one of my favorite places, bro.
Oh, that right
If
there,
you guys
that
like
gets me.
ramen,
That
that's one of
looks
the most
fantastic.
amazing bowls of ramen you'll ever have. That's a coconut curry ramen with shrimp. That thing is amazing, man. I just
Dude,
love
sign me
Asian
up.
food, bro.
I want all of them, bro.
See,
This is
that's a staple of
macchiato
Puerto
coffee
Rico
shop.
right there. That's a staple right there. That is pernil. That is the leg of the pig. And in Puerto Rico, that is very common, bro.
Man, look how that's cooked. Like, that looks fantastic.
That looks really good.
He's got the
And
aluminum around it. Oh, so good.
the awesome thing about that place, their sandwiches, that's how they're making their sandwiches. They're not just putting
It's
ham.
coming from this.
And yeah, it's coming from that. They bake their pork, they bake their turkey, and they bake their chicken. So, they do everything from scratch. Those are the type of places that I love.
And it's interesting coming from a place called Macchiato Coffee Shop and Delicatessen. I never would have imagined that you were going to come into something like this.
No,
Like,
me
you walk
neither.
into the front door and
Yep, my friend is working there. He's like, bro, you gotta come because that's a Puerto Rican coffee shop, and the owners are from Lebanon, which they were. It's this is where we come back to cultures and everything. So she's from Lebanon, from the Middle East. She moved to Puerto Rico, and that's where she meets her husband, and which is Arabic too. And they got like a mini kind of fusion of Puerto Rican style food with Arabic food, and it's amazing, bro. And I'm already in my mind trying to see, okay, how am I gonna get this person to make me some real Lebanon food? That's what I'm not even looking at the Puerto Rican food at that point. I'm like, I want to try the food that you cook in your house. That's the stuff I want to try.
That's some of the best stuff. I remember a couple of years ago, a friend of mine came by the house and he was like, "Hey man, my mom is coming in from Jamaica, and she's
Oh, my
making
God.
manashwata." And I was like, "Manashwata?" And he's like, "Yeah, do you like goat?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like everything, man." He goes, "Bro, you got to come by and try it out. It's absolutely fantastic." And I was like, "Manashwata?" I'm like, "That's just an interesting name. Like, I'll try it out." He goes, "Bro, you're going to smell it. You're going to smell it cooking before you even get in the house." So like I got to his front porch and I could smell this incredible smell. I wanted to eat his door. I was like, "Oh my God, bro." So I go in, I meet the mother straight from Jamaica. She brought a lot of the ingredients like with her. Like she brought a lot of the stuff with her because she wanted the authentic items that she could bring. There's some things she couldn't bring, but of course she brought as much as she could. And dude, I've only fallen in love twice in my life. That was once right there, was with Manishwata. And every time I meet anybody that's even remotely Jamaican, I'm like, "Yo, do you have Manishwata? Can we try that? Because it's fantastic. Like this food looks incredible, Ramon. Like look at this guy. That's a crazy guy right here. He looks so happy holding that. He looks so
Yeah,
He looks
man.
really happy.
If food is an adventure, man, you know what I mean? It's like I still got so many things that I want to try, and I love what I do. Right now, I'm enjoying so much what I do.
Yeah, for sure. And you bring up a really good point. Food is an adventure. Enjoy it. Take your time, savor it, learn about it, where it came from, the recipes, where the culture is from, where like the root of what you're eating stemmed in somebody's mind a long, long time ago. And the more you understand, let me rephrase that, the more I understand, the more I can appreciate the food that I'm eating right now. You know, when you're talking about these recipes that were handed down, you know, from grandmother to mother to daughter, and now you're having it standing in this restaurant that it came from thousands of miles away. Like there's such a lineage, there's such a story behind it. It's almost our responsibility to respect the food enough to be able to learn its origins and then to take our time and really enjoy it. You know, like really, really take our time and enjoy what we're experiencing. Man, it's fantastic and fantastic pictures, bro. I love it. I love
Yeah,
your
man.
watermark too.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. I try to brand everything, because people like to take your stuff. So, I try to brand everything and just take care of what I do, because once
This
you
guy
start
knows.
putting a lot of work into your stuff, sometimes you go through stuff that kind of makes you mad. You know what I mean? So I try to brand everything, and it's funny because a lot of people always ask me, what cameras are you using? What is this? What is that? And what do I need to start? And I'm like, bro, if you can't work with your iPhone, do not try other
Bingo.
stuff. Like
Bingo.
if you look at my music videos, my acoustic music videos, everybody always asks me, bro, what cameras did you use? And I'm like, I used an iPhone, I used an iPad, and I used a GoPro. And like they're like, what? Yeah, that's what I used. And obviously, I was lucky enough to have good microphones, a good console, a good recording software. But my first videos are made off purely off of iPhone. And even in my food videos, I still use like a whole bunch of my iPhone. I got a pretty good camera right now, but like most of my pictures come from iPhone, and most of my videos are still from off of my iPhone. And obviously, as a producer and as a tech guy, I want to have a red camera. You know what I mean? I want to
Of
have the
course.
latest toys and the lighting. But it's like if I was waiting for me to have equipment to start what I wanted to do, I
No.
would still be waiting. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
lucky enough to have a
Yeah. Do
gimbal.
it
I'm
right
lucky
now.
enough.
Get good at what you have right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
get good at what you have right now. Like when I started playing music, my first guitar was $60. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
my first bass I ever bought was like $150. You know, and I learned and I learned and I learned and I played on these really, really just like old broken down instruments. But if you can kick ass on a $60 guitar, you will sound fantastic on a
Yep. Yep.
$900 guitar.
Eric,
That's why I
Eric
still have a Fender. I don't
Yeah,
deserve a
Eric,
Gibson
Eric
yet.
Clapton, Eric Clapton, Prince, they're gonna sound good on any guitar you give them. You know what I mean? Give them a $30 toy guitar, and he's gonna make it sound amazing. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
all it's
absolutely.
not the product. It's the person behind whatever it is. It's the person behind the iPhone. It's the person behind the guitar. It's not the instrument. You cannot have music if the person is not there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
I think you're getting called out right now. She's saying, wait. It's not just any iPhone, Ramon. It's an iPhone Pro
oh
Max.
yeah, it's an iPhone Pro Max, but I started
Still an
with
iPhone.
just an iPhone 8. So those were iPhone
Yeah.
6. That's where I started. I started with an iPhone 6. Thank you,
That's
Araceli.
awesome. But you're right. And you know, when we first got started, people would be like, "Oh man, I watch your show. Like it's so crystal clear. How are you guys doing this? What cameras do you bring? What lighting do you bring? How do you put everything together? How much room do you need? How long does it take you to set up?" And I'm like, "It takes us 10 minutes to set up. I use my phone right here with a little light on top that's battery powered. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna give
That's
you.
you
I'm
know,
gonna give you one of
we
the
have a
most.
little directional microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one of the most amazing examples. This is somebody that I follow on YouTube. She's a girl where she does acoustic videos. She does every single video just off of her iPhone or whatever phone. I don't know what the heck phone she has. Zero production quality, zero anything, and she's on her way to like 200,000 followers on YouTube. She has never upgraded anything, and is like And that's what takes my mind is like things are not dependent on what you have. Things are dependent on
It's how you
what
use
you're
them.
giving. You know what I mean? If you're lucky enough to put out a product that people like, it doesn't matter how it's produced. It doesn't matter what equipment you use. I still look at her and I still get mad. I'm like, how does she do it? I'm putting this. I'm
How do you
doing this.
do
I have
this?
I have 20,000 cameras. I have microphones. I
What's her
mix. I
name?
master. Leslie Loya. She's a she's a
Leslie Sloya.
you're looking her up. Go look at her, man.
Yeah.
And then I have
I'm
obviously
taking
that's a
so
good
many notes tonight.
yeah, yeah, and that's such a good an example of you don't have to have a bunch of equipment. You have to have what? Passion and not even the best talent because she's not even like the best singer or the best guitar player. She just has a passion for what she does and she does it. And I bet you a bunch of people, she's never gonna, she's never gonna do anything. Look at this crap. No, man, she's killed it in a bunch of ways that a whole bunch of people that think that they're gonna kill it will never be able to do it. And then I have my
And
big
yeah,
examples. Uh huh.
no, I was about to say you said it. Number one is passion. Like that's the first thing you said. Like you gotta have that passion. If you don't have that passion, if you don't love the
Mm-hmm.
process, and Gary Vee said that a while ago, if you don't love the process of creating like the cake, like I like to cook. Yes, I like the finished product. Yes, I like to eat the food, but I love the process of cooking. I love the shopping. I love the idea, the creating, the manifesting it. I love each individual ingredient. Like I love prepping everything. I like the music on and a candle
Mm-hmm.
lit and like just enjoying the whole experience of cooking the food. Like I love the process of that, which yes, it's fun to eat. And yes, I like to feed my friends. Like I love inviting people over and just cooking for them. Like, oh, come on over, we'll make some dinner. We'll hang out. We'll listen to some music. We'll have a good time. But I love that process. I'm super passionate about the whole thing. Some people are not passionate about the process. They're just passionate about the end result.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and that with food. With
With
food is
food,
like that.
with food,
With food.
This example, yeah, I'm not big on cooking. I make sandwiches and salads. That's it.
And I had a sandwich today.
I
It
like
was
cooking.
fantastic.
I enjoy
I make a,
cooking. Even I like cooking, even
Yeah,
though
it's
I've made it my thing, not having to cook. Now it's like a
I
lot of
gotta
people
say
always
there's a
ask me, "Do you cook?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but why should I?" Right now, I'm just enjoying trying other people's food.
yeah.
well, that brings up an interesting
Now when you
question.
have food like this,
Have you learned any new cooking styles or how to cook better just from doing what you're doing?
Um, most cooking that I do, I was cooking way more before I started this than now. But yeah, it's just you practice. It's like right now I can make sauce out of anything. If I do a pasta, I'll do my own sauce. But that comes out of what practicing and knowing, as in everything, knowing the basics. If you know the basics on editing video, then you start jumping into other stuff. If you know the basics of making a pasta sauce, then you start jumping into other type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just practicing. Food, I don't know how people can say I can't cook when cooking is all about following instructions. If you can
it's written.
follow instructions, you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook, and just do exactly what they're telling you to do, then you can do it. You know what I mean? so
Yeah,
and definitely I've
it's
been
a
lucky enough to always be around people that cook. And that my ex-wife, she's an amazing cook. My mom, she's a very good cook. My sister can cook. uh, I've always enjoyed, it's like what you said, I enjoy cooking for other people and just having a beer and talking while you cook and that kind of stuff. It's just something that brings people together.
Yeah, 100%. And it's such an intimate thing to be able to share with somebody food that you created. Like it's an intimate experience to be able to go to somebody's house and have them, like, you walk in and you can smell the food, and like it's such an awesome experience to truly, like, to me it's a form of communication. It's most certainly a form of communication. It's a welcoming gift. It's a connective
Yep.
experience for people, that they bond over it. And you think about most celebrations. What are they doing? doing. There's that whiskey my man Ramon was talking about. They
Oh
they
yeah, I'm
bond over
having
the
some
food.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey, man. It's so good.
No.
Is Patricio still
I
in
had
here?
I had some of that just a couple of days ago. I finished my boy's bottle. Yeah, there it is. There it
That's
is.
so
Right
good. That's so
there.
good.
Dude, it's, you know what it is? It's dangerous, Ramon. That is dangerous Jack Daniel's that whiskey right there. It's
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
very,
yeah.
it's
For
fantastic
anybody,
and
for
equally
somebody that doesn't
dangerous.
maybe like whiskey too much, that's very dangerous because it's so sweet and so good. Even though I prefer whiskey with no flavor added to it, that is very good. That
Yeah.
becomes like very, very dangerous. That's just one.
Oh man,
And
so
I'm a beer guy. I'm more of a beer guy. If you look right on top of what you see right there, that's what
whoa,
I'm all about.
gotcha.
Craft beer and that kind of
Man,
stuff. But yeah, whiskey is very good.
is that a popcorn machine in the back right corner?
Yes, it is.
That looks
That's
that looks
that's
like a
all my
yeah,
sister
that
right
looks like a
there.
popcorn. Dude, I don't know what room you're in, but that's awesome. That's a fantastic room right there, my man.
Thank you, man.
Very good. So what do you have? What can we expect to see in the future? What do you have working up with? What restaurants are you getting ready to interview, or what other videos do you have coming out that we can look forward to? Because I'm looking at your photos that you have, and not only am I extremely hungry, but everybody in our entire feed is extremely hungry. Congratulations, good sir. Your photos have most certainly hit the spot, and I think everybody's going to try to hit their own spot with something delicious as soon as this video is over. But yeah, who do you see yourself working with in the future? Who do you have in the in the barrel?
Well, in the future, tomorrow I'm hitting up a place called Antojitos Navideños, which is a Puerto Rican style of food cooking. But what I really want in the future would be to travel. I have places like Chicago, which I'm planning something to go, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to. One of my biggest dreams right now is just going to Asia, hit Thailand, hit Singapore, hit China, Japan.
You may not
I
come
want
back,
to.
Ramon. You may not come back. The food
I
over
want
there
to
is
be I
fantastic.
want to be that Puerto Rican that's in this totally strange place, enjoying like some of the best foods in the world, and hopefully, my channel takes me where I want to go and it's able to sustain me because I'm already looking for sponsors. I'm looking for a whole bunch of stuff just to be able to see if I can take my level of production to something higher. I already have, I have a producer, which is luckily he's one of my best friends, and I already saw the difference of having him on one video. I could see like the difference from me doing everything by myself because when I go usually to these places, I go literally by myself. From by some coincidence, him having him at that place and him telling me exactly, okay, this is what you're gonna do, and this is what's gonna happen, and I want you to do this and that. So I was able to take my mind off the camera and the shots and having
Hmm.
somebody doing that for me. Uh, that took my video to another place. So, and obviously, it's like I
Absolutely.
told you, I want to be able to dig more into the culture, where the food comes from. I want to be able to sit down with people from other cultures. I want to, I don't want to stick this just to restaurants. I want to invade people's houses. You know what I mean? I want grandma to cook for me. That's the kind of stuff where I'm trying to head my channel towards. But obviously, that'll be something that'll be able to happen once it's more self-sustainable, and I'll be able to plan because these things take a lot of planning, man. So that's
Hmm.
where I want to take. I want to be able to invade other kitchens in other states, that kind of stuff. So hopefully that's where I'm headed towards. And I want to be able to do content in English too in the future.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, dude, you're on the way there. Like you're already on the vehicle. Like this is it. Just keep growing, keep doing exactly what you're doing. Which part of that is evolving. Part of that is like you said, working with that producer. It brought your video to a completely different level because you got to focus on just what you needed to
Hmm.
do. You didn't
Hmm.
have to worry about this and setting this up and is the lighting okay and where's the camera and what's going on. You got to just be Ramon and go in there and truly focus on the food and the menu and the experience. And that is huge because you get to invest your attention into the quality of the content directly, not just in everything else. You have other professional people that are there, and it was really good that you had your producer there that was like, hey, let's do this. This is what we're going to do. You're going to go in, we're going to set it up this way. This is where your lighting is going to be. Your angles are going to be here. This is a great background. And if he didn't make all those decisions, you would have had to taken time away from that relationship,
Yep.
and you would have had to make all those decisions. Always keeping it in your mind. I hope this is okay. I hope this angle
Yeah,
is
yeah,
right. I hope this lighting
and
is
it's
okay.
happened to me a lot where I miss a bunch of stuff because remember when I get this is a normal setup. I get to a place, I gotta set up lighting, I gotta set up my gimbal, my cameras, I gotta think of how we're gonna move in the kitchen. Then there's a whole bunch of stress because normally when I'm in a kitchen, things are happening. They're still selling food.
It's a
Orders are still
kitchen.
come. Yep, yep. So
Yeah.
everything is happening live. So when I get home, I'm like, I missed this, man. I
Yep.
didn't take enough pictures. I didn't take enough
Yeah.
videos. I didn't do this. I didn't do that.
We found ourselves in that situation as well. Like when we get to when we crash a kitchen, like the show is at 9:05, so we usually get there around 8 o'clock. We get there, especially if it's a new place and we've never been there before. We introduce ourselves to the host, we talk to the people around there, and then immediately the Commodore goes to getting the guitars in tune, getting all the equipment taken care of, getting everything set up, getting the music stand. I go right to the kitchen. Where are we going to put it? Where's the camera going to go? Where's our lighting coming from? Where's our audio coming from? Where's the best place to perform? Where can we stand? Where are the people going to be? Where's the cook going to be? Where's the oven? Where's the stove? How can we stay out
I've
of the
been
way?
through all of that,
And it's
man.
like,
You're
yeah,
you're you're saying
yeah.
everything I've been through because I've been through setting up equipment like for recordings, obviously, and I know exactly how you feel, man.
So
And I've
when you
always
said
been
that
that guy that
you
has
had
been in
someone
charge
doing
of
that,
everything. Huh?
Yeah, for
when,
sure.
when you said you had someone doing that and you had the producer with you and not having to worry about that, like I think we both immediately related to that. Like, wow, all that weight off of your mind and having to think about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just for us to go in there and pick up our guitars and hit live.
Yeah,
like,
and
that would
focus
be-
on building the relationship, like shaking hands with the host and getting everything set up, like to just with the relationship itself, while everything else is being taken care of. And we're really fortunate. One of the one of the wonderful people in our chat right now is Shelly Wheeler. Shelly Wheeler, she moved from California to Orlando, and for about 2 years, she helped us out. And without her, we would have not been able to grow as much as we did because she took on a lot of that responsibility. Once we got there, she had merch set up. She had all the things set up. She was passing out cards. She's meeting people. She's shaking hands. She's getting kitchen set up. While, the Commodore and I are working through the set list. We're talking about the menu. We're talking to the chef. We're talking to the host. Shelly's going around and she's making sure the lighting is good. The video angles are good. The kitchen is set up. Everybody knows. She'll talk to everybody in the crowd. Let them know what's going on. Give them the idea of the show. So
It was
it's
glorious.
so awesome to be able to go there with a team of people that know what need to be done because we have a unified vision. And it got to the point where we were pretty mechanical. Like the great Commodore Shelley and I would show up, and we were in the door, and it was a military operation. It was like brrrr. Within 30 minutes, we were done, set up, ready to go. Hands were shook, deals were made, kitchens were crashed, and we were ready to play music. And you bring up a really, really great point to be able to focus solely on the relationship and the food and the experience. It gives you a much different product. And in this example, when you had your producer with you, it gave you a much more efficient product, a much cleaner product. And you could see the difference in the video because of what you were able to do and what your producer helped you do. And having that team is completely it's immeasurable. Absolutely
Yeah.
immeasurable.
It changes
And
your game.
I could see you having somebody like that, my man. I could see you in the very near future starting out with a team of 2, then a team of 3, and then you have a team of 17. And yes, you have buses and trucks, and when you walk into a restaurant, it's already set up. Cameras are done, lighting is done, all the deals are made, the understanding is there, the angles are there. You walk in and you're just Ramon. You walk in, you shake some hands, you have a good time, you make some laughs, you have great conversation, you eat some amazing food.
That's the jam.
And you get out, baby. And on to the next one. On to the next one. So you
Yeah.
definitely have the right
And
food, dude. You're
I'll
on
be
the way.
able to say, it didn't come from nowhere, man. It was not a stroke of luck. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work, a lot of experiences that I've gone through life. I'm always very grateful how I got from when I got here to where I'm at right now because a whole bunch of things influenced me into getting to where I'm at right now. Since from the church that I worked on, my marriage, my kids, my ex-wife, a whole bunch of things influenced me getting to here. Food, music, every single project I've put my head towards to has come from a whole bunch of experience that I'm very grateful of having. You know what I mean?
Man, this guy's a good motivational speaker as well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got some good tips. Yeah, and it's true, and it really is about that passion. People are, oh, I wish I could do something like that. You can do something like that.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to
yeah.
find out what that passion. You can do it. YouTube.com is free. Like you can learn how to do pretty much everything you want to learn how to do on YouTube.com, and then you learn by going. We learn by going. It's like, okay, how many different evolutions of our setup have we used on a Friday night? Probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different, completely different evolutions of equipment that we've learned how to use. Okay, this worked really well, but this didn't. Let's keep the one that worked. Let's swap out the one that didn't. Let's get that in. Now we have 2 things working. Excellent. Let's get 3 things working. Wonderful. And it takes time, a lot of time, a lot of trials, a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, a lot of pick it up, learn, and do it better the next time. But most certainly persistence, passion, persistence, and
Yeah, that's the
dedication
biggest thing.
are
That's the
absolutely
biggest thing.
imperative to have those things. But it starts with passion, and you have a passion for food. You have a passion for community, and it sounds like you have a passion for success, which is why you're going to reach it.
There's
That's
a
why.
there's a little verse in the Bible that I love. I'm gonna try to translate it to English from my mind, and I think you guys are gonna like this one. It says kind of something like the race is not for the quickest, but it's for those who persist to the end. So I try to translate it, but that's practically the main message of that verse, and I've always held that straight up like in my heart. It doesn't matter even if I don't make it there next month, I'm gonna just keep on pushing through. You know what I mean? Just
Got it.
up until I get to the end of where I want to go, until I get that end result. So I've lived
Yeah,
all my channels, all my goals. I've lifted off of that.
Man, that's I actually just looked it up, and you were very close. This may be just a different translation. Same exact thing. The race is not to the swift or the strong, but to those who endure to the end. You know, and that's it, man.
You don't have to be
that's
Christian. You don't have to be.
No,
That's just wisdom right there.
that's
And
life.
if you ask people like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, all those big entrepreneurs, how they started their stuff, where they started their stuff, how people thought they were crazy, musicians that were told you have zero talent, if they would have listened to other people or even listened to their emotions, because hello, there's been days where I'm like, why the heck am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time off of this? Why am I, not getting a job and doing something else than what I want to do right now? Those emotions will always come. You know what I mean? So those are people that did not listen to any of that. So that's something that I've been holding on to that kind of stuff and those type of examples.
Yeah, it's and you bring up a really good point, like the internal question: why am I doing this? Is this bringing me happiness? Is this bringing me joy? Is this just because I'm determined and I refuse to give up? Like, is it even making a difference? Should I be investing my time in something else? Like that idea of questioning, that existential crisis that we all find ourselves in every now and then going through life. Like, who am I? Why am I important? Who cares? Is it everything have I done my entire life wrong? Is it right? We just question everything. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to continue to do this? And every now and then I feel that if we just push through, we'll get over that. We'll get through that little, like, that series of questioning. For me, it helps when I pick up my guitar and play a song. That's it. It doesn't have to be live. It doesn't have to be for anybody. It could just be me by myself in my room, sitting on my bed, playing a song. And it just brings me back to that, like, level feeling where all is right with the world and everything is okay. And that stress and anxiety and that worry and concern and fear that is in my mind consuming everything just is going to get pushed out with music and peace, and sometimes we all go through that. And I feel like if we're not questioning ourselves sometimes.
I think sometimes it's easy for like negative things or like stuff that you're not necessarily happy with. They're just like bad aspects of certain things. And you start focusing on those, then you're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. Look at all this dumb stuff that I don't even want to have to deal with. But if you just shift your focus to all the great things that are coming out of what you're doing, and be grateful for those, and then just start counting all these different things that you've experienced and that you get to experience on a regular basis because you're doing what you're doing, all those negative things just kind of get washed away.
Hopefully,
And
all
all those negative things, I think those are important things too, because life is not going to be easy. You know what I mean? But if you learn to overcome all those type of emotions, you know how to that those are the things that are going to make you stronger. And then in the future, when something bad or something comes up, you already have the tools to be able to work with that kind of stuff. Like through this whole process, I've 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 been, and this is another aspect. If you're not willing to learn from your mistakes, from the things that you did wrong in the past, um, and take those things that you did wrong, fix them, and work on that, you're not going to be able to move forward. I've learned off my first job, since my first church job in Puerto Rico. I learned a lot from my second church job here in Orlando, which there were negative sides to everything. I was fired from my church job. I took everything that, and I was even grateful, even though you get mad, you know what I mean? I was grateful enough because if I didn't have that first job, I would not learn how to edit videos. I would not learn how to run a YouTube channel. I would not have learned a whole bunch of stuff. So I was able to take everything that I learned from over there and bring it onto what I'm doing right now. So a lot of it is about learning about mistakes, learning about even from the bad stuff that come in light and just come in life and just overcoming that kind of stuff. Being able to
And
you keep
in
yourself
my
focused and keep yourself on top of the goal.
and in my experience, if life is trying to teach you a lesson and you don't learn from the mistake you made, it's going to give you that lesson again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
It's coming
Yeah,
back. It's
yeah.
gonna come back and it's
A
gonna bite
history
you.
forgotten is a history repeated. You know, it's a and that's definitely one thing that I'm glad that we're here. You know, Ramon, thank you so much for joining us, man. I love your journey. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been super inspirational for me personally. Just talking to you and listening to you, I've learned a lot
Hell yeah.
just through this interview, and we're excited to see where you take this in the future. We're excited to see where you go and the places that you go and the food that you try. And I hope our paths cross because I would imagine we might find ourselves in the same kitchen at the same time, pursuing
Oh
the same
yeah,
passions
it's
at the
gonna
same
happen,
time.
man.
We have
It'll
we have
happen,
similar
bro.
goals.
Yeah, that would
You
be
guys,
super cool. You know, we got pretty.
you guys are gonna have like a special place. This is the first podcast I've ever been on, so it's gonna be like those guys. They got a little special place right here.
Dude, and you killed it, Ramon. You were an absolutely fantastic guest. Your energy was incredible. Like it was mesmerizing. Your pictures were fantastic. Your stories are just so true, and they touch the heart. I know we've seen comment after comment after comment in our community just streaming through about how incredible of a job you're doing, and how we're so excited to see what you do. And people that are learning. Not only are they learning how to move and groove and shake, but they're also learning that they are very, very hungry right now because of the photos that you have on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I live the
Normally I
hungry
use
life.
my iPad to I take notes and I think of questions to ask and we kind of maneuver the interview and I use my iPad to do that. This time for this interview, my friend, all I've been doing is taking notes on what you've been saying.
Yeah, we have note number one is tongue tacos. Then we have the best ever food review show. Video clips to the beat of the music. I love that. That's one of the things I try to do. The same thing to TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, like when I'm making
I'm gonna do
TikTok
that.
videos, like to the beat of the music, that's what I really try to link it in. So where that beat drops is where the scene changes. So it feels so natural, and the mind
And the
can
funny thing is
focus
that
and
I can't do
relax.
it any other way right now. I could not edit a video if it's not going to the beat of the song. Oh man, it gets hard.
What do you use? What do you use to edit your videos?
I'm using Final Cut right now, Final Cut Pro. Yeah, Final Cut Pro. I used to use Adobe, but since I'm a Mac guy, I just stuck to that. So I'm using it, and when I record, or at least when I used to record music, I use Pro Tools. But I'm just mostly everything is just
Nice.
off
Pro
of
Tools,
Final Cut.
outstanding. Nice, my man. Ramon, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get going, I wanted to give you the platform. So over the next, 30 seconds, tell us, who you are, what you got coming up, and where people can find you online. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ramon.
Well, guys, my name is Ramon Valles. I'm the Foodie Boricua. My channel's called Así Comemos Aquí, which is translated, "This is how we eat here." And obviously, my channel's all about where to eat, where the good food is. Not mattering if it's high class or low class. I'm the type of guy that will go to a nice restaurant, but then I'll go to a nice hole in the wall, like Chuck's Getting Messy Barbecue, which I love that place. I'm just plugging him in because he's such an awesome guy. But yeah, you can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So practically, and it's all the same thing. Así comemos aquí. And hopefully in the future, I will be doing like content in English, and I'll be doing traveling. That's the dream and the goal right now. So practically, that's it, man.
That was awesome. Hell yeah, Ramon.
Nice.
Real quick, we're trying.
And we
to
got to
do
take
this
your
thing with every
friend.
show,
We got to
and
take. We got to take the great commenter to eat some tongue tacos. I got the place. I got the I
That's
got
what
the
I'm talking
spot.
about.
It's
I
first
got
on
the
list.
spot for him to try good tongue tacos. We're gonna be the only Americans in that place.
Heck yeah, man! Real quick, we're trying to do this new thing where we take like kind of like a snapshot of us here. So for a couple seconds, and we're gonna see if we can make this rock and roll. It is kind of new, but we've been pretty good at it. This is the first one we're gonna do with a guest. So for like 5 seconds, Ramon, just look at the camera, give us a smile. We're gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna take a snapshot. Is that cool?
Gotcha.
Nice. All right, and go. Awesome. That's it. Done, baby.
Perfect, man.
Nice. Awesome. We think about those thumbnails all the time, and like we're really trying to see if we can capture those moments. You know, we really want to do our best. And like you said, and I don't know how many times we've gotten back from a Friday night show, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the magnet. Oh, I forgot to announce this, or oh, I forgot to do this. Like I thought I had, and even when the show's over, I'm like, did we announce our sponsors? Did we do the magnet? Did we finish the songs? Did we get all the food in? Did we miss a dessert? Did we get the lighting right? Did we forget anything? Do we have our chargers? Do we have our batteries? Do we have this?
Oh,
It's like
I don't think we've ever forgot the group photo though.
so much stuff, man, but it's
That's
been
so
such a
awesome.
pleasure to have you, Ramon. Thank you so much for joining us, my brother. I'm excited to see your growth, to watch you grow, and I'm really super stoked to join you with the great Commodore for some fantastic tongue
Tongue
tacos.
tacos.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
my
We
man
gotta
Ramon's got the place.
we gotta put that on schedule, man. Let's make that happen.
Heck,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
dude.
get him out of his comfort zone.
That's hey, that's no problem, man. He is quite the foodie himself. Don't let him direct you wrong. He is a man of structure, yes, but he has an incredible open mind. I mean, he tried an egg with peanut butter on it, for goodness sake.
Yeah,
That
that's
wasn't bad,
good.
and you hated it, but you tried it.
It was more for like effect because everybody was like staring at me. I'm like,
I've had frog legs
do
in
it.
peanut butter.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I like frog legs. Frog legs are fantastic, man. They're really,
so good,
really
yeah.
good. Oh, that is awesome. Ramon, if you don't mind hanging out for a couple minutes, we're going to play a song by our friend Thomas Carter Rochester called Toilet Paper Jesus on the outro. But if you don't mind hanging with us, as soon as we end the feed, we'll have a little chat about how everything went, and we'll see if we can set something up for the future. So awesome.
Perfect, man.
My man Ramon's going to kick it in the green room. Our last guest destroyed the green room, Ramon, so please try not to do the same thing, but we got some good food in there for you. Everything is digital. It's all virtual. You can't eat any of it.
Virtual food,
However,
okay.
one day I hope. Yeah, virtual food.
That's what I serve. That's what I serve. Virtual food.
We'll be right with you, Ramon. Give us just a moment.
Gotcha.
Ah, what a cool dude, man. What a fantastic interview. What a great guy. You guys got to check him out. Check him out on Facebook, Instagram. Check him out on TikTok as well. He's putting together incredible stuff. This is most certainly this is most certainly the kind of dude that we can easily support, easily get behind. Not only does he seem like an extremely likable person just as a person, but I'm super passionate about his passion. Like it's really good, and
he said passion.
Yeah, he said it. He said
Love
the
it.
first thing he said was passion. I'm like,
Love
yes. Yes, that and tongue tacos. Yes. So thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. This Friday, you can find us hanging with Web Show. We're going to be hanging out with Stephen, Garrett, Sage, Dina, and Cosplay Michael. We're going to be crashing their kitchen. It is Stephen Pomacher's birthday celebration. And then, that's right, baby. This Saturday, we're heading to the Lakeland Ice Cream Company out in Polk County to hang out with our good friend Joel Van as we celebrate their grand opening of the Lakeland Ice Cream Company. We're going to be there, and I heard they had the cotton candy ice cream burrito.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna try barbecue ice cream too.
I'm super excited about that. If I have a cotton candy ice cream burrito, I will be running all the way back to Orlando, and I'll make it back faster than the Commodore. You guys have a really good night. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We most certainly appreciate it. A huge shout out to all of our sponsors: Wayne Dench Incorporated, EMS Mobile Detailing, Castledor Studios, Tornatori's Cafe and Pizzeria, and Lakeland Barbecue Company, also / Lakeland Ice Cream Company. We'll see you guys soon. A huge shout out to the entire team. Thank you very much, Shelly and Jen.
Happy
Thank
hump day,
you
y'all.
very much, everybody, hanging out and spending some time with us. It's so great to see so many familiar faces. Keep in touch with each other. Keep in touch with us. Find us at kitchenkillaz@gmail.com. And as the great commenter said, happy hump day, y'all. Here's a fantastic background that you can fall in love with. Oh! And here is Toilet Paper Jesus by Thomas Carter Rochester. Hope you guys are digging it. Have a fantastic evening.
Walking down the street, chickens blowing kisses. Never thought I'd end up 28 without a missus. Yet here we are, yeah, it's totally a thing. Making this movie about my life in quarantine. Started out hype, living life as a pirate. Then it got eclectic as time began to riot. Filmed my thoughts, what a terrible idea. Had a party over Zoom and got diarrhea. Ran out of toilet paper, life felt like forfeit. Turn on the news, an invasion of hornets. That's when it really truly started to unravel. I truly wish I could go motherfracking travel like toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. I wanna be a vagabond, maybe I'm a Cylon. I should have killed them hornets with the motherfracking mask on. Covered in ketchup, man, I think I messed up. Need a therapist that will help me fill my loving cup. No, not with beer, they really need to steer this conversation with myself a light year away from beer that need to poop and seize us. Sorry socks, it don't please us. Holy fracking crap, is that toilet paper Jesus? Toilet paper Jesus. 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 Toilet paper Jesus.